back again with another vid. I think I'm gonna switch it up today. I'm looking at this heist, man. So we're gonna be looking at that today. We're looking at that little decent little switch up today. Hope everything's been good with y'all, man. Hope everything is cool. You know, with that being said, man, blessings to y'all, man. Hope y'all's been good. Make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe. Hit the belly onies. And stay cool out here, man. Stay cool, man. Let's get some entertainment in. Ain't gonna hold y'all for too much longer, so let's get this video started.
There was absolutely an adrenaline rush, and that part, I just wanted it. I could not think of anything more exciting than doing something that might get you killed.
In August 2005, In August 2005, a team of burglars tunneled into the Fortaleza branch of Banco Central, the Brazilian central bank. The audacious raid was the culmination of months of meticulous preparation.
Brazilian central bank. Is this like Money Heist? Like the Netflix thing? Was that based off a real thing? Let me find out.
Over the course of 3 months, the 25-strong gang dug a 256-foot tunnel from their base over the road, using a fake landscaping company as a front. After disabling...
That's some smart shit right there, boy. But how they pull that off, though? How you pull off having a fake construction company and you working on something in the town for 3 months and you dug a hole? Yo, how are you able to pull something like that? You gotta have strings. Like, you must have, really went to go set up the company. Like, you must have really had to take some legal... How do you do that, bro?
The alarms, they took their time. Moving 3.5 tons of physical cash is slow work. The robbery wasn't discovered until the following Monday morning. When astonished staff tallied up the losses, it came to around $70 million US. The money wasn't insured, and the bills weren't numbered sequentially, making them almost impossible to trace. To this day, it remains one of the biggest heists in history.
That's crazy. 70 mil? Basically damn near untraceable too? What? Say less.
For as long as there have been banks, there have been more than enough people happy enough to rob them. Despite history throwing up the occasional Robin Hood-style bandit, the motive is usually pretty straightforward. Good old-fashioned greed.
I wouldn't ask for any defined amount of money. I would tell them, give me all of your 50s and 100s, and that was it. The final bank that I robbed, she gave me like $800 or $900. It was less than $1,000. And that was the only time where I didn't accept that as legit.
Most successful heists don't utilize violence. After all...
You give me $800 in a bank robbery, boy. What? I might just go rob your crib now. Give me your keys. Cause now you're making me mad. $800. Alright, this is a bank. Quit playing with me, shorty. This is not McDonald's.
Better way to get caught than leaving a bullet in a non-compliant teller who won't hand over the loot.
I didn't threaten violence. If you were more than 10 feet away from where I was talking to the teller, you wouldn't even have known it was a robbery.
Desperation can play a part. In July 2021, a man in California was convicted of stealing $2,500 from surveillance footage of his distinctive t-shirt. 61-year-old Edwin Harold had lost his job during the pandemic and was, he told authorities, frankly sick of being homeless. Despite the miserable motive, he was still sentenced to over 3 years in prison. Then there's the rare cases that don't seem to fit into any particular mold. Play Toomey certainly resists neat categorization.
I thought to myself, if I can just walk in here and not be recognized by anybody, I could probably just rob the place.
Yo, you gotta Yeah, you gotta be like one brave person, I feel like, to rob a bank. Cause it's like, it's so many variables that's like not in your control. Like the witnesses, people not following along, police just randomly show up, security being there. I don't know, not knowing all. I don't know. I mean, obviously it takes a lot of planning, but like, I feel like you gotta be one bold motherfucker, bro. Because to plan it and then actually execute it is ain't no easy task.
2005, the then 26-year-old Texan went on an unusual solo bank robbing spree.
That was the gateway drug into bank robbery for me. When I realized bank security is terrible.
No violence or accomplices.
Well, guess he answered that question for me, huh? I guess he answered. He just debunked everything I just said.
Just an envelope, politely asking the teller to hand over their 50s and 100s.
I had a note that said 3 very plainly, succinctly written lines. Give me your 50s and 100s. This is not a joke. I'm not going to hurt you. It sounds simple. It sounds like there's got to be more to it than that. But there's really not anything else to it.
Toomey's story speaks to a wider truth about bank robbery. It is, in some ways, an equal opportunities profession. All you really need is a cast iron self-belief. And there's another crucial thing to remember. It doesn't seem to matter how ballsy or experienced you are. The likelihood of getting caught.
Yo, that's crazy. My man said he just gave her a note with 3 instructions. Give me all your 50s and 100s. This is not a joke. I don't want to hurt you. Bro, what if I just said no? What you gonna do if I say no? You gonna shoot me? Now you hot. What you gonna do if I say no? And that's what I'm saying. It's too many variables. Cause what you gonna do if I say no? What you gonna do if I give you 1s, 5s, and 10s? What you gonna do?
Remains pretty high. Take the infamous Hatton Gardens heist in April 2015, when a team of geriatric cons got away with an estimated £14 million in cash and jewelry. Take the infamous Hatton Gardens heist in April 2015, when a team of geriatric cons got away with an estimate of
You telling me a group of 6 old ass niggas hit a lick on 14 million pounds in cash and jewelry, bro? Yo, why I'm making videos? Why y'all watching me, bro? We need to go hit a lick on a bank. What we doing? What we doing? This is only 10 years ago, bro. What we doing?
An estimated £14 million in cash and jewelry from London's Diamond District. The heist itself was expertly planned and executed. After all, these were career robbers. Their downfall wasn't the job itself. Though they didn't leave any fingerprints at the scene, their digital footprint was laughably well defined. On arrest, one of the robbers was found to have Googled drilling online and even had a copy of Forensics for Dummies at home. The old ways are inevitably changing. Naturally, there are still plenty of people the world over who are up for chancing an old-fashioned bricks-and-mortar heist. But a younger generation of criminals are attempting to take bank robbery online with varying success.
Bank robbery will eventually not even be a thing in terms of walking into a bank and taking money.
In 2016, a shadowy group of North Korean hackers known as the Lazarus Group came within minutes of a spectacular $1 billion windfall from the Bangladeshi National Bank without a single boot on the ground.
This hacking group is not just hacking and stealing money, but stealing money on behalf of the North Korean regime.
It later transpired the group had been lurking inside the bank's computer systems for a year prior to the big day.
The way they got into the Bangladesh bank system was depressingly the way that most computer hackers get into most systems. It was a dodgy email. From there, the computer hackers managed to pivot around the bank and hop from computer to computer, a process that took months.
On the morning of February 5th, staff at the bank noticed a malfunctioning printer on the 10th floor. Little attention was paid to what seemed like a routine annoyance. But this was the first sign that something was going seriously wrong.
When transfers are made from Bangladesh Bank to another bank, they're made using a system called SWIFT. And there's a printout of those SWIFT transfers on a computer printer. So the printer prints out a thing that says Bangladesh Bank has just sent X amount of money. They discovered the printer was broken. As they got the printer fixed a couple of days later, suddenly the printout started appearing on the printer, which revealed that the hackers had tried to transfer out $1 billion.
Oh, that is crazy. So we know y'all taking the bread when y'all taking it. Y'all don't though.
They finally cottoned on to what was happening. They eventually managed to halt most of the money draining out of their accounts, save for $81 million. But the reputational damage was huge, even forcing the resignation of the bank's governor. Not that much is known about the gang, aside from a detailed FBI portrait of one suspect named Park Jin-hyuk, who is also charged with hacking Sony and the WannaCry cyber attack on the NHS. It's thought that he fled to North Korea not long after.
He let his balls get too big and hit the ground too hard. Busted his shit, you feel me? Pause. No pause. Shit. You try to hack Sony, bro. It's one thing to try to hack a bank system and get all the bread, but hacking Sony is crazy. Not saying it can't happen. I'm pretty sure motherfuckers have. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it's on your eyes, clearly. You can't even just hack Sony, bro. Or Apple and stuff like that. They're not finna get on you at some point. But if you get away with 81 mil, see, that's the point. When you get away with 81 mil, I don't understand the point in trying to go for more and you got away with a lot. Like, once you got, like, bro, I don't know how big the group is, but if it's like 5 of us and we just got away with 81 mil, bro, I'm taking my share and you're never hearing or seeing from me again. And if you are hearing seeing from me, because I own businesses and I teed up smartly over the span of like 7 years, 17 years. Over that span, I didn't launder the money, bro. I didn't put it here, put it there, got this business off the ground, got me set up over here and a couple other places. You know what I'm saying? Booming. These niggas get all the bread and want to just hack some more. They just doing it for the love of the hack. Y'all tripping. Never doing that, bro. Give me my bread. I'm gonna get me and the fam on and we out of here, bro. We know, bro. Y'all tripping.
The heist, though he faces up to 20 years in prison if he puts his head above the parapet. Besides simple...
That's not even a long time. I mean, that's a long time, don't get me wrong, but 20 years just for hacking Sony and robbing a bank, 81 mil? What?
There's something else that unites the elusive North Korean hackers, villainous London geezers, and Brazilian master criminals. In all 3 instances, law enforcement has never been able to recover the full amount of plunder. On the surface, that might even sound like a success story, yet the Hatton Gardens ringleaders are dead or in prison. Park Jin-hyuk is a fugitive, and even the architects of the Banco Central heist have experienced decidedly mixed fortunes. Of the 25 alleged gang members, several remain unaccounted for, having disappeared into the shadows to enjoy their ill-gotten gains. Others are serving lengthy jail sentences or have been kidnapped, murdered, and tortured.
Bank robbery is not a profitable industry. Don't do it. If that's what your motivation is, it's not going to work. Fun fact, you have to pay all that money back.
Whatever the cash windfall, it doesn't seem like much of a reward for a lifetime of looking over your shoulder.
I don't know, man. I feel like if I get away, bro, and I launder the money, bro, I'm good. I don't know what the hell he's talking about. But then again, I don't ever plan on robbing a bank, so don't ever plan on finding out. But you know, clearly you can get away with it and have the bread and do something with it because we've seen success stories of that happening, right? But hey, with that being said, though, man, Take care, man. Blessings to all my students. Go ahead and roll one for yourselves.